Hello, everyone. I hope that you can hear me. The stream will be starting in about 10 minutes, but I wanted to pop in because since I'm by myself, I tend to have difficulties. So let's see. I'm going to go to YouTube on my other device and make sure I'm being heard because that's one of the things I can't know unless I go. Say you will, say you won't. Make up your mind this time. And why can't I find it? No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Say you will, say you will. There we go. Let's see. Say you'll be mine. And no, that's not the right one either. Okay, we'll keep trying. There it is. Okay, we'll keep trying. There it is. So I found it. In the corner of my mind begins to glow. I think I've said this before for my song. I was partly inspired to write it and some of the lyrics because of my granddaughter. And she was trying to tell me what I was. And one of the things that she said that I was a maker. And I just thought that, I mean, she was 4 years old and she's like, Oma, you're a maker. And I love that. I love that I'm a maker. Like I make things. And she really meant like all the things that I do. Like I make books and I make candles. I make dioramas. I make dolls. So I made her on my 3D printer. I have 2 3D printers, and I made on the filament one. Excuse me. I made a dragon for her, which I made both of the little ones, the Litlins dragons, and she lost her dragon. So every time she comes over, and I mean every time, after she says hi, those few times that she remembers to say hi, she says, Oma, play my song, and please make me a dragon. I need another dragon. Print me a dragon. I lost my dragon. And the really messed up thing is I always forget to make the damn dragon. It's not a really big one, so it takes a couple hours to print. I mean, it could be done in a visit, but I keep forgetting. So I'm going to do my best because hopefully I get to see them this week. So I'm going to do my best to print that darn dragon, or at least start it when I know they're on their way, because they also like to watch the printer do its thing, and get her a new dragon. So that'll be one less thing she'll ask me for until she loses that one. I'm going to get her to paint it so she'll take more pride in it. I actually don't think she lost it. I think one of the dogs got to it. So there's that. You're probably wondering why I'm on tonight on this channel instead of Danny's channel, because this is a Danny night. She had to cancel hers. And so since I had a ton of stuff I needed to work on, I decided to just go ahead and do it here. Sad thing is people don't generally know that I do it. So no one will probably make it to the stream, but that's okay because excuse me and all the yawning. I said I was gonna work on it, work on stuff, and if I got to work on it, I might as well see if I can get some company, right? Now, Danny does this magical thing where she plays videos. And she always tells me how to do it. And I never remember how to do it when I'm alone. So I may not be able to, but I'm going to try. I have 5 minutes to figure it out. So we'll see. We'll see. I've yet to figure it out alone, but there is a chance. Let's see. Where is the song? Okay, here's the video. And we got, no, stop, please. Please stop. Okay, thank you. Here's the video. And let's see if I go to, I guess I should go to sharing it. No. I don't think I have to do that. I think I have to pull it up, right? Hi, Charlie. What you working on? Well, what will you be working on tonight? While I'm sitting here still trying to figure out how to bring up a video. Let's see. Share screen. Okay, let's try share screen. And then go to Welcome to Sacred Challenge. Yeah, let's share that. I'm assuming I'm sharing it. We're gonna say that I'm sharing it. And I'm not sure. Okay, that's it. Let's go back to it. Let's make it full. Then go back to StreamYard. And okay, I'm just going to say that I'm sharing it, and I hope that you all can hear it. I'm going to mute me so that when it does play, you're not getting that echo. So give me 1 second to switch back and forth between stuff because, yeah.
In the quiet of your mind, a spark begins to glow. A world awaits inside you, with stories yet to show. You are the dreamer, the maker, the one who holds the key. Unleash your vision, set your spirit free. Dream, believe, and write your truth. Every word you speak, every page you move. The world is waiting for the light you bring. A masterpiece from your heart takes wing.
So, with any luck, you saw and heard. With any luck. You are the dreamer, maker. Okay, I do want to say again, just for all the people who don't know, I can't see very well. So I may not be able to read all of these. I'm going to try to pull it up on my television so that I can read from there, which will be kind of a delay. So bear with me. Okay, so Charlie, I started drafting a new project this week, and now I'm trying to write 5K a week. I'm doing some edits as I go because I found I hate editing less if I do. Let me tell you, honestly, that is my secret to editing. That is my absolute secret to editing. I will write a chapter, or maybe not always a chapter, because it does depend on how long the chapter is. But whatever I write on Tuesday, let's say, before I start writing on Wednesday, I go back, I'll read over what I wrote, and I try very, 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 very hard not to make any significant changes. But I will fix glaring mistakes. I will go, oh my goodness, that is, don't put that comma there, whatever. I'll do that. But I do try to stop myself from doing that really big edit that you just want to do, that you almost can't help yourself with, because I don't want to spend all of my time trying to quote unquote perfect it, because that will keep you stuck in one spot forever and you never finish. So again, what I do, whatever I wrote, I will go back and go through it, do that edit, and hopefully it's maybe 3,000 or 4,000 words, so it won't take that long. And then I go into the next day for writing. So it helps me in two ways. The main way, it helps me in not having that massive headache of an edit when you reach the end. That's one. And two, even though I do have my outline, and I follow my outline almost religiously, because by the time I create the outline, I know that's the direction I want to go. I mean, of course, it'll change here and there as you write. But what'll happen is rereading the passage puts me in the groove to write the next passage, if that makes sense. So that mini edit definitely takes the sting out of that 4-letter word. Edit. I hate editing. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. I was afraid when I first made the video for it that people were going to, call me out for being corny. And I can be corny, and I don't really mind being a corny person. Corny, I'm romantic, I'm all those silly girl things that people like to point out like they're a bad thing. I mean, come on, I am a goddess. But at the same time, you don't want people shitting on your baby kind of thing. And I really love those lyrics. It had been years since I'd written a song. So then the first one I write, I just really fall in love with. So I shared it, and it got it got such a great welcoming response that I went on and wrote like an album's worth of new songs. I'll make videos for those too, but they're more for a particular story, and they're a little dark. I've shared them with, in the inner circle, but I want to share them with you all too. Hey, Danny. Laying, I'm so sorry, it's not popping up on my TV yet. Laying in my bed with my messed up back. I'm hitting that like button. Oh, thank you. Girl, I know how that feels. As a matter of fact, I sat in my office today, and the chair in my office was like designed for my body, like me specifically, no one else. I sat in that chair, and instantly everything felt better. And I was like, do I either need to buy another one of these or bring this one downstairs where I do the most work? Because the chair I'm sitting in now, let's just say it's contributing to the madness. Lay in your bed. Hey, do me a favor, read that prologue I sent you. That's the one where I did the teaser where she asked, do I get a safe word? And he tells her she's not safe. That's the story. Yes, I get what you're saying. Yeah, because editing, I I talked to like 4 people maybe in the history of humanity who have told me I love editing. And I don't know what planet they come from, but God bless them. Because I don't love nothing about the editing process. Even now that I got it down to a science, I still don't like it. I would say that I don't have as much dread as I used to have for it. Especially with, okay, I went through this. I put 10 minutes into that. That is going to take so much off the back end when I get done. So yeah. The other beautiful thing is, depending on when I'm planning on publishing, I also send my chapters one by one to my now I'm literally mean chapters, not my daily writes, but my chapters to my alpha. And she reads it for story thoroughly. So if there's not typos, but if there's plot holes and mess ups like that, I get a note back. So that also helps me to incorporate as I move along. So by the time my betas get it, they're getting a pretty clean read. And that also makes me very happy. So I don't know what your process is as far as if you even have an alpha, or excuse me, or if you just do your 0 draft without one and go to your beta process, or however you do it. Before I send anything to my editor, lots of eyes have seen it. I try my hardest to give him the absolute cleanest thing I could possibly hand over. So A, cost me less. And B, it makes his job easier, so he likes me more. And C, he doesn't bleed all over it like my original stuff. Oh my God. I used to give, my black and white documents to him, and they would come back looking like somebody hammered out. It's not that bad anymore. And that too will be a testament to getting, becoming a better writer as you write more, kind of thing. And also just getting a better process. And by better, I mean better for me. Everything doesn't work the same for everybody. So, yeah. So I'm glad you're editing, and I love that you do the as you go kind of thing. Trust me, it is going to help you in the process, in the end. Tonight I'm going to see if I can share a screen again. Hold on. Go to, how did I do it? I don't know how I did it. Okay. You two don't even start that. Hey! Yeah, what are you doing? Oh my God. Let me see. You guys bear with me again. All right, if I stop that screen and hit this button again, share screen, go to this screen. No, go to this screen. Let's see. No, this screen. Okay, we're going to take a chance and see if that's it. All right, so I'm in Atticus, and let me know if y'all are seeing what I'm showing. So I was going over in a chapter from a book that I'd already started on. And the reason why I was doing that, because I needed to refamiliarize myself with how to work inside of this program so that I can get the anthology done correctly. And I love this scene because in A Fate Undone, how do I explain it? I am so terrible at explaining stuff. How am I a writer, right? In this particular scene, the character is at her childhood cabin, but it's being run by different people now. You know, her family still owns it, but this was like an off season, and one of the caretakers, Orson, is taking her on the grounds, and she sees this playground. And when she was little, there was a playground, but the playground wasn't where it is now. And it basically looks like this playground grew out of the ground, like it's made into the trees, it's made into the woods, and she's just, you know, awestruck. And it's one of my favorite scenes because it's just so cute. It's like, you know, both of them are grown, but they're playing like kids on this playground. So today I'm purposely not showing you the anthology stuff. I'm putting together the anthology. So that you can see. So now you see what I'm up to. Let's see. We're going to figure out how to get back to StreamYard. So let's see. Show. All right, I'm back at StreamYard. I'm still working out how best to organize when people see which drafts. And I can see it. Okay, good. Well, I just closed it. It's one of my favorite scenes. Now, mind you, it's a scene that's in the middle of two sensual scenes. Like before that scene, she had these sensual fantasies, and after the scene, she's gonna be in that tree house on that playground, and she's gonna be like kissing the guy Orson, and that's the sweetest way I could say it online. But I mean, it really is a kiss, but it's a little more than that. So it was just a refreshing scene. I don't know how to put it. Now, as far as still working out how to best organize, you know, I'll tell you exactly what I do. I write. I don't know if you guys use programs to write in. I only write in Word. That's it. I have tried all the other groovy things like Scrivener and all that, and Scrivener did me dirty. And I hear so many people love it, and I get why they love it. But I just put up my own way of using Word in the same way. So, long story short, once I get to the part where I'm actually writing, because keep in mind, there's a long process before I get to where I'm sitting down and writing the story. But I'm there now, and I have the outline. I have my chapters, blah, blah, blah. I have my scenes that go in each chapter. And this is going to sound really convoluted, but stay with me because it looks better than me explaining it. I make folders for every chapter. Now, again, chapters are never written in stone. Things move, blah, blah, blah. You never know. But I make folders for every chapter. And then I put the scene notes that I write for every scene that goes into each chapter. I make a document file for those. So let's say chapter 1 has 5 scenes in it. If you go to my chapter 1 folder, you'll see the files who don't have anything written on them, but you'll see the name. Like scene 1, she goes to the doctor. Now, trust me on that. That sounds really vague, but I know what that means when I write that. As a matter of fact, I will show you. Might as well go there. Hold on. So if I go back to, bear with me, y'all. I don't know why I can't remember. All right, share screen. Then go to Atticus. Yeah, I want to share that. Go to chapter 1. All right, so in chapter, like I said, my note for this would have read A Fate Undone, or FAU 1 for chapter 1. She goes to the doctor. That's all I need to know what this particular file should say. So I'll even read it, guys. So how much time do I have left? I ask, my voice barely a whisper. Oh, and yes, when I write my first drafts, they are also corny. This has not been edited or nothing, okay? Don't come for me. Dr. Welsh sits in his chair, the leather creaking softly. That's hard to say, he replies, fumbling with his pen. Nothing is written in stone. I let out an exhausted breath, feeling the weight of the room closing in. Ballpark. He hesitates, then replies, could be weeks, could be months, could be days, could be hours. My voice sharpens, the frustration bubbling over. I know I'm pushing him, but damn it, this is my life, or what's left of it. With treatment, a couple months or so, he says, his tone carefully measured. And without, I press, my heart pounding in his chest, I ought to fix that. That tagline is wrong. I'm sorry. And without, I press, my heart pounding in my chest. I don't recommend you without, I repeat, my voice low and steady. Weeks, he says, the words hanging in the air like a shroud. I force a smile, gathering my things with trembling hands. The room spins slightly as I stand, then walls closing in. Thank you for your time, I say, my voice colder than I intended. As I open the door to leave, his voice follows me, softer now. Miss Ken, please reconsider. Medications will make it much easier to bear. I pause, the handle cool in my grasp. Pretend like I said that word correctly. Easier? Why should dying be easier? Life sure as fuck wasn't. I take a deep breath, pushing back the tears that threaten to spill over. And then all of this, and I'll scroll slowly for people to come back and read and pause. So all of this is what happened when she left the office. And that scene, so that scene where these, where's it at? Where these little asterisk things are, that was, the doctor's office. And then the next one will be this scene when she went to work. But I'll let you read it. I know you possibly can't read it now. I'm just saying, like, you can, when this is over, you can go back and read it. So again, we hit the asterisks, and then that would be the other scene. So long story short, that is how I keep my my stuff straight. They stay as single files. Once I write every scene for a chapter, I will keep them in that folder, and I will compile them as one as well. So there'll be one where it is the whole chapter and the other one's separate. Because when it comes time to send out that one chapter that goes to my alpha, I'll know where to go to fix stuff when I compile again. Thanks, Shannon. I really, really appreciate it. So it's like I said, as crazy as that sounds, all those folders keep me straight. And it's easier to edit that way too. Because then I'm not being, bombarded with a whole bunch. I'm such a Scrivener person, but I'm always fascinated about everyone. See, let me tell you what happened. I got Scrivener, and I was so bloody excited. And I had so much fun with it. And I don't remember the story, but I was in there, and then Scrivener crashed and took the story. So at first I thought, oh shit, I did something wrong. So I researched and found there were other people who had lost their stories the same way. So I was like, okay, it wasn't me, but that's a fluky thing. I'm not going to put Scrivener down for that because, shit happens. I should have backed it up. I should have did this. I should have did the other thing. So I gave it another chance, and it fucking did it again. And I was like, nope. It's not for me. This program is so great and so awesome, and it hates me. So I went back to just doing my stuff in Word, and I was like, I really missed, the beauty of Scrivener. So that's when I put my process together to work as folders the way Scrivener does. So I was like, there you go. I did it. And it's still all in one place because it'll be like a Fate Undone has its main folder. Then inside the main folder are the little folders for each chapter. Inside each chapter folder are the documents for the scenes. So I still worked it the same way, if that makes sense. I also would not trust. Yeah, and that's why I don't put it down, because so many people have been 1,000% successful with it, and I love the platform, but there I don't trust it. It's on a fool me twice, shame on me mode now. Fool me once, shame on them. Fool me twice, shame on me. Ah, shoot, I cannot read this. Hold on. I have my own process, which I stick to. I want a subscription to Novel Factory, which I have not used. I may get to try it out. Oh, let me know how that goes. I'm always looking for fun things. But again, to be honest with you, at this point, I do kind of got my thing down to a science. And so I just literally just started a new story 2 days ago. Literally like 2 days ago. And I made the main folder, the main file folder, and I just made the chapter folders. I have not made the documents yet because I'm not getting ready to write it. I got to finish the anthology. So, yeah. I'm finished the anthology. I got to finish formatting the anthology. And that's because of the fact that this anthology has pictures in it. It's going to take me a couple days longer than it normally would, but it's formatting, and I actually do like formatting. So anyway, I have talked. See, it's a good thing I started a few minutes early because I talked and talked and talked. I am going to start this sprint. Unfortunately, my loves, I cannot do the magical thing and bring a video up because I'm just afraid I'm going to hit a wrong button or do something dumb. So let's see, 7:22. We'll pretend like that's 7:25. And let's just come back at the top of the hour, guys. So whatever time it is in your world, we'll come back at the top of the hour. So o'clock where you are. And by the way, let me know where you are. I am in Maryland. I'm on the East Coast. And yeah. And like I said, I'm going to be working on the anthology today. All right, guys, go for it. See you when we come back. Awesome. You're East Coast too. You're just right upstairs. I can get to you in like 4 hours. All right. This time I'm gone for real. Right. That's right.
Got it.
Woo! Okay, y'all. So I did that thing I tell people not to do. I did. I started reading that darn manuscript. Hey, I know you probably like, wait, what's going on? Why are we over at Aphrodite's house and not Dannette's? I'm glad you made it too. What are you working on tonight? I took some medicine for this back pain and I'm going to bed. Good night. All happy writing. Okay. I'm assuming she's gone. Okay, not a ton of work done. Realized the conversation I was writing about needs to happen later in the story. So I started figuring out where to put it. I do that too. But I'll usually finish it and then park it somewhere so I know to come back or highlight it. Honestly, Achilles, let me talk. Yes. Achilles, she a trap. Oh, yeah, you wonder why she's Achilles and a she. Because I didn't know she was a she. And I'm not changing her name. But yeah, I get that. Got the short story done and submitted. What? You guys are amazing with these short stories. I struggled with the one I submitted to you. And I don't. You guys are brilliant. I just don't have that gift. What was I gonna say? Achilles. Hey. I'm sorry. My birds like to wait until they hear me talking to someone else, and then they want to try and join in because, of course, they do. So I fell down a little bit of a rabbit hole of sorts. Let's not say a true rabbit hole. I just started reading the story that I shouldn't have been reading that was in that I had been formatting in Atticus, and then I got caught up. It's a Three Bears retelling. So what I did was I merged the Goldilocks and the Three Bears with with some Persephone and Hades and mixed in with the Fates. So instead of, okay, how do I explain that? So each of the quote unquote bears, they're not actually bears. They are a different attribute of the Fates. And yeah, so I'm having fun with it. It's very spicy. So yeah. I'm just, that's just say I'm having fun with it. And I shouldn't have started reading it. So this time, next sprint, I will start formatting the anthology. Or properly formatting. I already started it. I just keep pressing. I don't have the gift. I'm just saying. And I think it falls along the lines of, as soon as I come up with an idea and then try to write it, short format, I'm going to kill this bird. Hold on. Come here. What's the problem? Huh? It is night. You're not going outside. Thank you. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, and the minute I start writing, I'm all good when I like the idea, and then I start writing, and then it turns into a series. Like my brain just goes there. It's harder, but I have successfully written 2 short screenplays in the past 2 weeks, but it was for a competition called Kick the Ladder. So at our film studio, I think I told you guys about my film studio buddies. I'm the creative director there. And one of our members who had moved to Atlanta for a few minutes said that they do this thing called Kick the Ladder down there, which basically boils out to be, you have to create a 60-second film. It's always 60 seconds, but you'll get like a challenge that you have to do in 60 seconds. So last week, the challenge was you only had 2 words and you had to recreate a scene from another movie. So I hated it very much. But then the idea for the shower scene in Psycho came to me. So I shot that. I reshot that shower scene. Maybe I'll get the guts to put it on the channel and show it to you. But I think I did tell you all that. Yeah, because my son played the murderer, and he got way too into it. Like, he got way too into it. So this week's challenge was same 60 seconds as always, but you had 3 locations and you had to do the entire thing stationary, with in the business called on sticks. But basically, you know, on a tripod, the camera couldn't move, static. You had to do it static. You can have as many scenes as you needed to. You can cut as much as you want, but the camera itself had to be static, and you had to use 3 unique locations. So I said, well, let's take advantage of the fact that it has to be static, and I'll make a film where I clone myself. Because the only way, well, not the only way I can clone myself, the camera would have to be what? Static. We filmed it yesterday. It took about 3 hours because I kept having to change my clothes because I'm playing 5 different parts. And it was crazy, but it got done. And now I have to edit it, and I have to have it done by 4:20 Thursday to be submitted, to be considered. So I have written 2 shorts in a row. Well, I guess the first one doesn't count because Alfred Hitchcock kind of did that one. So we'll see. I like doing it. That does challenge me. I could have never written that as a short story. You know what? I take that back. I'm saying I could never have done it, and I easily could have done it for the channel, because I think I'm going to premiere it on my channel when I get it done, because it was kind of about me. So it's me. I play me, and I just finished writing a book. I just finished it. I wrote the end, and then the voices in my head pop up. But I gave the voices personas. So you'll see 4 different me's giving me a hard time, if that makes sense. So once I get it edited, I will show it on the channel. So I did do that. So you're right. I just need to stop doubting myself and stop turning these stories into bigger stories than they need to be. I'm really proud of this short story. I've had trouble writing short, and when I have, it always sounded like the start of a longer story. See, that's me. That is me every time. But this one is complete. My most successful shorts are pieces of something bigger. Can't lie. The only one that isn't is Encounters. I'm saying Encounters. Oh my God. Ensnared. The scary story I wrote isn't part of something bigger. It is, so, you know, all encompassing one shot. And then the one I shot yesterday. Everything else is either an adaptation of something else that I wrote that's big, or it's just a scene. Like, I don't know, have you guys seen Huggin' Beulah on my channel? If you get a chance, watch that. And I think it's 3 or 4 minutes long. It's not very long, but it's literally a scene from my big giant movie. It's literally, you know what? Let me go find it. Let's see. What is this? Nope. You are dreamers. I don't even know how to fix this to go down. There we go. And then, oh, and even if you guys saw Highly Inappropriate, that's on Charm City Filmmakers channel, that's part of a big that's part of a series. That's just one scene from a series. So that's the best I could do as far as shorts go. So I'll send you the link for where is it? Come on now. It's so hard for me to do this by myself. I don't know why I challenge myself to do this alone. So let's try again. Paste in. All right, so that link links to a short that I made from a bigger thing, because let's just be honest. And I'm not going to put highly inappropriate link in there because it's highly inappropriate. It is titled correctly, trust me. And yeah. So where am I at now? Those are such interesting challenges. The challenges are great. We never know. We get new challenges every Thursday. So we never know what the challenge is going to be, obviously. And I absolutely hated that first one because I kept thinking, I only get 2 words. And I have to recreate something that already exists. And I was like, how do I do that? Like, I can do something with just 2 words. And I can recreate something that already exists, but I got to blend it. And I don't know where the psycho shower scene came from, but thank God. And since screaming didn't count as a word, my 2 words were no and please. So like, no, please. So those are my 2 words as I slowly, bled out in the shower. And like I said, this week I did my many me's. That's what I named it, my many me's. So yeah, such is life. I love making films. I love making films. When I first started out as a writer, I wrote screenplays. And then when I was about 15 or 16, I was determined to write novels. And so I started writing novels. And that's when I learned that it's an altogether different animal, because not the screenplays are easier. They're just different. It's a different thing that you have to be good at. And one thing you don't have to do in screenplays is a lot of description. Now, you may have a lot of action that's going on, and you may have a lot of sets that are elaborate or what have you, but at the same time, as the person who's writing the story, unless you're shooting the story, you don't need to put in all the details that a lot of people do unless it's key to the story. Like if let's use Shattered, because most people know Shattered. Writing the script for Shattered, there were specific sets that I had to describe, but you don't have to describe them poetically. You're like, I was going to say cell. If you didn't read it, then you don't know. Dorm room. The walls are this and the board is there because there were certain things that happened in Aaliyah's dorm that you needed to kind of know where things were. But when it came down to like classroom scenes, there was like, there's no me describing that classroom in the script. I wrote classroom. And whoever the set designer is will put that together. Whoever the director would decide how it needs to look. I only had to determine what it was. So when I stopped doing the screenplays and started doing the novels, I got real lazy in the beginning. Like if you would have read my 21-year version of Shattered, is a big difference from the one that got published. I mean, dramatically big difference. So it took me a while to get that groove back. And now I'm doing both. And fortunately, I'm lucky to be able to actually make films. So I can turn some of my scenes, like we're doing a trailer for Shattered. And I've been dreaming about this for years. And now that the other two books are getting a little more polished, the trailer for Shattered is like, I can't even explain my joy, guys. I can't even explain my joys. So you guys are going to fall in love with the radio version of it too, because the actors that I have for those parts, if you recall in the book, like Spencer is this really pretty boy. He's pretty, but he has this really deep voice that kind of, contrasts if you're looking at him. And the actor who's doing his voice, oh my God, he fits the part. Like he could play Spencer if he had to. With that voice, and he's also very pretty. So casting Aaliyah was the hardest thing. And I wound up casting my granddaughter. So yeah. She covers the voice pretty well. She has the snappy attitude that Aaliyah has too. So, which is so weird because she wasn't even born when I initially wrote the story, and now she's 18 years old. Like, what? When did life go that fast? So anyway, we really should do another sprint because I got nothing done. And what do you guys want to do? A 30-minute sprint, 40-minute sprint, 45-minute, whatever. Let me know in the chat how long you want this next sprint to be, and I'll make it happen. And Achilles, go to sleep. Yeah, go to sleep. She didn't like that very much. She did not like it. Achilles, go to sleep. Archimedes, go to sleep. Can you guys hear them? They are so mad with me. 30 minutes. Yeah, okay. 30 works. All right, so what time is it now? Whatever's clever. All right, so that became a title or something I got to write now. Okay. Yeah, you're having trouble with typing the word time today. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do so it's a quarter after. We'll do till a quarter of. How about that, guys? Let's go for it. And if you get a chance, check out the link for Hugging Beulah so you can see what I'm saying. That is a scene from a bigger story. And here we go. Well, that is time. So I need to go back a little bit because you guys were talking while I was off reading. So I'm done with working. Okay, good. I wish I could say I'm done. Hold on, guys. So apparently I need to eat some food because my blood sugar has dropped really low. Okay, I will eat. I'm going to eat. I just ate, by the way, so blood sugar stop acting up. Okay, watch the scene. It was really cute. What was the bigger project? Okay, so the bigger project for the Hugging Beulah scene was a script I wrote called The Best of Friends. And that particular scene was a flashback scene because there's only 3 friends, the 2 boys and Dannette. Elizabeth, the one hugging the tree, when the movie starts, she's dead. So every time you see Elizabeth, it's because they're flashing back to a certain part of their childhood. And this particular scene was the day that the 3 became 4, basically. That's what I titled it, actually, the three becoming 4. When the 3 friends got their new friend, who was Elizabeth. And the only problem with the scene when I went to shoot it is it was going to take too long to shoot, and there are labor laws about how long you can work with kids. And since it was outside and I wasn't as experienced with dealing with kids on set, other than my own kids, I aged them up from teenagers to college students. So technically these kids were high school. And those characters were high school, but I aged it up to college just to shoot the scene, since it wasn't really meant to be in the scene, isn't meant to be in the movie. When I shoot it for real, they actually will be kids. So when the movie itself starts, and again, it's called The Best of Friends, the 3 friends, surviving friends, are in their 30s. And yeah, so I am terrible at describing stuff. But that's what that scene was from. And then I just put in another scene from a series which is called Highly Inappropriate. The name of the scene is Highly Inappropriate. And trust, like, if you watch that, the title fits, okay? A lot of 4-letter words and inappropriate topics. But that's from a bigger series, again, called Highly Inappropriate, where these 2 friends that are Kieran and Desiree, and it's just about their lives and their friendship, basically. It's funny. It's one of my few comedies that are flat out comedies. I mean, most of the stuff I write has some comedy in it, but this is a flat out comedy. It's just highly inappropriate. So yeah, those are just, and like I said, they are small pieces of bigger stories. So that's the only way I've been getting away with shorts. Getting ready for bed. So I'm assuming Shannon's probably gone. So I'll keep you up until shut everything down. Okay. And okay, yeah, that was it. That's me. All right. I got nothing done during that sprint, but I tried my best. Don't feel bad. The only thing I got done was familiarizing myself with that program, because I still wound up reading the whole darn book. I mean, not the whole book, but everything that's that I formatted already. I found so many mistakes. And I was trying to catch myself. I was like, don't fix it. That's not what you're here for today. That's not why you're here. Finish doing what you're doing. Fix that later. So let's see. I'll have to watch the link you just tried. Now, look, I warned you. Just to be clear, it's some language in it, but yeah, it's well received too. And the cool thing about that one, as rough as that edit is, because I do have to re-edit it better than I did. I got to screen that in the most beautiful movie theater in Baltimore. Oh my God. The night was magical. So it was me and a couple other directors whose films were done. And of course, like the people who were acting in it, blah, blah, blah. We had a whole entire red carpet event. Oh my goodness. I've never been so nervous in my life. And I'm sitting in the theater. And the sad thing is my film, Highly Inappropriate, is last. Like they spring my craziness on them last. So I'm sitting there and my daughter is sitting next to me and my knee is shaking because I'm like, oh my God, what are people going to think? Oh my God, what are people going to say? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And people were roaring to the point where you couldn't even hear everything that was said. They were laughing so hard. And my heart melted. But at the end, all the directors got called up on stage to talk about their production. And I remember standing there like, all these people, they did these films and all these films were great. Some were funny, some were scary, some were dramas. And mine was like, smut. So, and I had to stand there and talk about it. But it was great. Like the questions I got answered, people really liked it. So I said all that just to say people really liked it. And I got a lot of people wanting to work with me on the next project. So that made my day. That made my night, I should say. That and the red carpet. So we're going to have another red carpet event in April. No, we're having one in November. I forgot. So we're doing one in November, but I'll probably be working it as opposed to, I don't have a film in, so I'm not really worried. But we'll have one in April that's sort of like our version of the Academy Awards, and it'll be our first one. All that's getting televised and streamed as it's happening. It's a big deal, and I can't wait. I'm hoping that some of my actors get nominated. There's no way of knowing who will get nominated, but I can't wait for this show. We've been working on this show the better part of a year, so we'll know the nominees in January, and then we'll send messages out to everybody who's nominated for something so that they can, obviously, so they'll know to come. But we won't know the winners, actually until April. So, yeah, I'm excited. So I'm going to get off because, again, doing this alone makes me really nervous. Like I'm always afraid I'm going to hit the wrong button or something. But I still have a lot more work to do. So it is pushing. It's almost 9:00 here. 8:53. So I'm going to close it out. If you guys have anything else you want to share, feel free to. And Charlie, I closed my candle thing. I don't know if you were aware of the custom candle that I'm making. All right, so let me say it better. I'm making custom candles for author tubers like you all based on one of your characters. It has to be your character, not just a character you like. It has to be yours, or on a book that you wrote or are writing. If I closed it because I didn't expect so many people to want to do it, but if you want to be a part of that, I will take you too. I will add you. All you got to do. Oh shoot, you would need the form. I need to open it. All right, hold on. Let me do that. And open it back up to accept submissions. All right, so where's the share the link? Shorten it and copy. Okay, go back to the stream. I tell you, one day, here it is. So that link will take you to the form. If you're interested, don't feel like you have to. If you're interested, I will make a candle for you too. Let's see. What does it say? Hold on, I got to go back to StreamYard. Oh no, don't feel like that. I mean, no, if you don't want to, like, I'm absolutely no pressure. I didn't want you to feel left out because everybody else got on board with it last week. It is totally up to you. I'll leave it open for a day or two so you can decide. But don't feel like you have to wait to get your story developed, because then you can just change whatever you got to change. I just wanted to do something for my community. That's all. And since I'm making candles, that's my thing. That's my side job. Since I'm making candles, I wanted to share with everyone. So I will create it and I will give it to you. You don't have to pay for it or nothing like that. So anyway, thanks for hanging with me, because this makes it fun for me to do. And thanks for bearing with all my craziness and my long stories, because I was very long-winded tonight. See, when I don't have Danny to rein me in and talk too much. But I will see you guys. My normal night is Thursday, but I have to move it to Saturday for a little while because that's also our KTL night at the studio. And I can't do both. I absolutely cannot do both. So yeah, that's it for now. So I'm trying to think of a better day. Like, I'm thinking my normal day. I love hearing. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. I think my normal day is going to end up being a Monday. I think I'm going to move to a Monday because I'm noticing that all my other days are used up, or the other goddesses have days that are claimed that I don't want to step on their toes. Like tonight, I wouldn't be doing this if Danny hadn't, she wasn't feeling well. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna move my night to Monday because Saturday is hard, especially this time of year. We're filming a lot, and we usually film over the weekends. And I just want to stay consistent with you all. So that's it for me for tonight. You have to put up with my craziness. And thank you so much. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. It means more than you guys know. It really does. What's this? Thanks for the stream. Have a good. You too. Oh, and I got your candle scent combination done. I got the formula done. So first step, the hardest step is done. All right. See you guys Saturday. Let's just say Saturday. Bye-bye.